Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So today I thought I'd give you a tour of Windows 8.1, show you a couple of the changes, some stuff that's stayed the same. So anyways, we're at our main start screen, which is actually your start menu. So for those of you that are familiar with Windows 7 and below, which would be all of us, okay, we like the desktop. And one of the big crabs that everybody had was, where's my start menu? Well, it's right there. They just put it in a different place and they made it accessible and wide open. And so if you wanted to access something, just touch. That's it. You want to go back, hit your little window key there, scroll through your choices. Okay, I want to play with my camera. So, let's play with the camera. Now, with the camera, the change that they've made is they've added the icons up here. So, snapshot or run a movie. Makes your life real simple. Now, if you right click anywhere on the screen, you can now change your camera direction. You set a timer and of course your exposure level. And then just right click again, get rid of that menu. And away you go. Start recording, have fun, snap your pictures, whatever you want to do, okay? Now you can go to the side menu or just push your key and you're back again. Now, Internet Explorer has also changed from the start menu. With regular Windows 8, when you hit Explorer, there we go, it would launch into a version of Explorer that had no access to be able to save favorites. You could just type in and go, and that sucked. Now it works as a program that's linked between your main desktop and the start menu, and it's the regular IE that we're all used to. So we can go to our favorites, add favorites, you know, have our toolbars up here, go to the home page, etc. Get into all of our settings as usual. Right, and now when you close it, it kicks you right into the desktop automatically upon closure. So that I really like because I hated that Explorer that they had in the start menu before, and Chrome would be kind of like a dual thing too, but now it's just regular old Chrome. So Google Chrome here, boom, it's my normal Chrome. So I like that. And Chrome is now stable with Windows 8.1. When I first started to try running Chrome, let's see, we can, what's going on there? Get out of there. When you run Chrome before, it was really glitchy. And it was no different than the IE. If you launched it from the desktop, it would be really messed up. Or sorry, launch it from start menu, it'd be messed up. But it would sort of be fine from the desktop, but then it would crash a lot. This one, at least, it's not crashing anymore. So 8.1 straightened out our Google Chrome. And I prefer Google Chrome over Explorer anyway. And I can just launch and go. You know, so I really like that idea. I can go to my Kijiji, you know, whatever programs I want to run. Now, as far as resizing items go, I use this tablet more like a laptop than anything, and I know it's kind of stupid, but I don't get the use out of this tablet the way I thought I would. And that still may happen, you never know, but things have been changing around here and there. But shrinking icons, I like my icons too, just like everybody else. So if you want to shrink an icon, just right click on one and go resize, and let's say medium, right? Let's take this one. I don't like the calendar. I can actually uninstall it, but we're going to resize it and make it small, right? And then you click and hold with your left clicker, and then just organize it where you want it. You want to take this and put it over here? Go right ahead, no problem. The video player and the music player have not changed, other than it's still a pain in the neck. I like listening to my music just like the rest of yous do. And so I go to my music. Now if I go and I double click on a music file, you notice your icon here, that's going to kick you into the Windows 8 media player that they install, which I really do not care for this one at all. I find it's very ugly, just ugh, you know. But hey, maybe someday I might get used to it. But for now, I go like this, play with Windows Media Player, and I've got it in Windows Media Player. You'll have to do the same thing with your videos if you want to play your videos through Windows Media Player. You have to right click and tell it to play with Windows Media Player. Otherwise it's going to go to the default player, and if you don't like it, like I don't like it, well then you're going to have to figure out how to launch it through Media Player like I did, which is very simple and easy. It's just to, select it, right click, play with Windows Media Player. If you want to put a whole group of them in on one shot, select them all, play with Windows Media Player, puts them all on the list. Now that I like, that's kind of cool. I was used to the whole drag and drop thing, but I kind of like this part. This is actually kind of nice because then it's all done one shot and I don't have to worry about it, and I can just listen to my tunes all day long. And I can put more than one file worth of stuff in there, so that's cool. You'll notice you get a side menu too when you're opened into here. Any folder that you open, you'll have access to your side menu of your C drive, etc. So let's just do another example of that. Let's go into here, and of course everything's in the side. Kind of nice and convenient, and so if you go, oh wow, I don't really want to do anything in here now, let's go and do something here in the pictures. Oh, camera roll. Camera roll, now that's where all your photos and all your videos that you shoot automatically get stored. It's kind of a no-brainer, right? Your download folder, anything you download defaults into this folder unless you specify to have it go to the desktop, which is where I like my stuff to go, and then I decide where I want to put it later. Now, until I get through this Windows 8.1 upgrade and make sure it's 100% stable, what I've done is I've taken everything and I've put it onto a like a little memory card. So here's all my software that I presently have on my computer that I need access to, which gives me the advantage. I can just take it out and go throw this on my desktop, and it's all there. So I can swap stuff back and forth, whatever. So memory card access, really sweet. And you notice I have a shortcut too. Now, if you click on the shortcut and your stick's not there, nothing's going to happen. Okay, put the stick back in. Okay, tap what to use with removable drives. Boom. It remembers the shortcut, remembers the placement. That is something that's really nice. I like that feature. Okay, now this was part of Windows 8 regular as well, so that really hasn't changed. Now when it comes to, say, running a slideshow, okay, I'm going to select all of this, right click, now open. Let's see what happens when we open it. Okay, so now it goes to the picture viewer that's part of Windows 8 regular stuff. It's not going to go through Media Player, it's not going to go through anything else. Okay, so it goes through there. So back to the desktop again. Now, is there another way I can open these? Let's see. Send to. No, that's for copying. Create, copy, cut, delete, rename, properties. Preview. What does preview give us? Preview gives us the regular video viewer, or photo viewer, Windows photo viewer. Gives us that regular one. So in here we can, if we have to flip something back around, we can. Well, you can't do it on that last one. Okay. So let's say we want to rotate this one. Boom, rotate the angle. Right? So, but that's how you get access to it. So again, preview. Okay, if you go straight open, you go to a program that's on the other side of the fence where you can just slide through it, with touch screen. But otherwise, you just preview. Now, do we have access this way? yep, we can still use touchscreen motion and access it this way, which is kind of nice if you're using your tablet as a portable tablet device. I don't use my pen because I really don't like it that much. I've been playing more around with it, and it is a little more stabler, the pen, on 8.1, but I'm still a little fussy on it, you know. So let's try a different website here. Let's go to Hobby King. Now the one thing you're going to notice is you've got no X up in the corner here to exit out of your program. Okay, so you're still going to have to swipe, go back to your start menu, and so on. Okay, now that's the other thing here, is people were crabbing about the start menu. How do I access it from the desktop? Well, it's kind of simple. You can swipe and go this way, or you've got your key down below, just push it. Well, people didn't like that. They wanted it the same way it was before. Now the thing is, start here on Windows 7 would bring up a list of different things you could get to relatively fast and easy, right? So now they just put a little start icon here and said, fine, there you go, there's your start menu. So you're back to the same menu, right? That hasn't changed. All they did was add a little shortcut on the desktop to kick you back to here. And then how do you get back to your desktop again? Well, you gotta click desktop, okay? Or your Windows key. And then you get back. But then you want the start menu again, you're back to here. So how do we get into control panels? Well, go to your desktop, go to search, control panel. There's your control panel. Same as Windows 7, same as Vista. Okay, you want to go into something, let's say we want to go into Device Manager. That's our popular one. So there's our Device Manager. Same layout as before. That hasn't changed even from Windows 8 once you get to this level. It's going to be the same setup, so you can see if you got any conflicts going on or anything like that. Okay. Now, like I said, the pen is working a little bit more stable. I'm not a pen person, right? But eventually, if I ever have to, I'll learn how to use the pen more and more, and it is at least more stable on 8.1 than it was on 8. On 8, it was nothing but a pain in the neck. It was a nightmare. I hated it. Now it's not too bad, but you know, I still like my mouse idea. I don't use a keyboard that often on this thing anymore. But those are just some of the changes they've made, and I really like the changes, especially when it comes to you know, resizing icons. You know, click resize, let's go small. Skype's now in there, and I can build an entire desktop library of a whack load of programs. And as long as I know, okay, this is email, this is people, so if you just hover your mouse, it'll tell you. This is getting back to my desktop, but it says desktop, it's not coming up, so resize it, small. Now what is that? You hover it, it tells you what the icon is for and what it represents. You know, same here, resize, small or medium are your only choices. Click and hold, put it over where you can make it fit. Oh, it doesn't want to go there, so it's going to go there. There are default positions where you can't actually move something to. And so it doesn't give you 100% control, but you got about 90% at least over everything. But anyway, that's a bit of the tour. Now here you go to your apps, and that's just a little arrow you'll see down here. Just click on it and you can get to apps. Now I've been installing some programs like Scooby-Doo, for instance. Now Scooby-Doo I expected to show up on my desktop. This is so I can watch my Scooby-Doo shows. Now I have to access it through here. It's like, where is it? It's not on my desktop, it's not in the start menu, yet it should be in the start menu, but it's not. So I found out if I clicked on the little arrow, I got this menu pop up and it's, oh, there's Scooby-Doo. There's off-road racing, but I know I got that shortcut on my desktop already. You know, and there's a couple other programs in here that are now in this area. So, you know, under Google Chrome, we got Google Chrome, Snipping Tool, magnifier, narrator, on-screen keyboard, task manager, all kinds of little access to different stuff in here. And of course your main start menu stuff is in here too. You know, so if you want to go to sound recorder, for example, you can do that. Can Windows sound recorder use your microphone? I'm sure, why not? Okay, so then it's simple, click, record, and away you go, you know. So some things have changed. The store layout sucks. I really don't like the store layout. They've changed it over. So when you go default screen to the store, you get just this. Before, you used to get different categories and it would have like top free, top paid, blah blah blah. Now search for apps. Okay, so let's say tools. Let's see what it gives us. Now in here, you got all prices, so I want just free. Just give me free stuff. I want free. So it's going to post up the free stuff. Or you can go paid, etc. Okay, so that's all your tools for apps that they have for tools. Okay, and you want games. Search. All prices. Yeah, I want free. Okay, tells you what Xbox for Xbox or not. Now these are all the apps for all the freebies. Okay, so there's no confusion there. If you leave it as default, then you click on something, and if you have your computer set up to pay for something, it can automatically, you know, make you pay for it. But otherwise, you just go straight, you know, free on your search and get all your freebie stuff that you want. So there's good points and bad points to this. I find it's a little annoying, but it's something you get used to. And that's just the thing. As technology gets better and better and things get faster and faster and so on, things get changed around. The norm does not stay the norm, so you need to learn new things. And if you don't like learning new things, that's kind of like, what do they say? Tough. Because otherwise you get left behind in the dust. It's kind of like a lot of people that still want to run Windows XP or Windows ME. It's just a not really good happening thing, especially with the lack of security on those operating systems now. But also functionality. You know, the bigger the operating systems are getting, yes, we need bigger machines, faster machines, and you know, bigger hard drives. But you get more and more, and people are demanding certain things. Well, you know, if you want it, you got to learn how to use it. And but the 8.1 I find is definitely a lot more stable. The pen's more stable. A few things have changed for organization. You know, the browser, whether it's run off the start menu or from your desktop now, at least it's the same actual browser. There's no differences here, right? You know, where before you couldn't save favorites if you launched it from the start menu. Well, now it doesn't matter. And now they got Google Chrome running properly on this thing, because that was a big turnoff when Chrome was screwing up. And at first, like when I first actually got this tablet, Chrome was fine. And then I did an update, and then that's when things went hanky on it. And now with Windows 8.1, everything's straightened out again. Chrome is all straight again. And, you know, there's been some changes, but nice changes. My computer actually, my tablet boots a lot quicker now, too, with the 8.1. So that was a little nicer bonus, too. I haven't played with it long enough to see how the memory manager works, if it's any much better. But it seems like it's doing a really good job. So I'm really not complaining too much. And it's not too bad of a learning curve with the new store setup. You know, that's a little different. You know, but it's the way it goes, you know. It's change, it's different, it's, you know. The nice thing about the store layout that I really like is you can just go click on free, you know. And while you're in here, you can go to a different category. Let's go entertainment. You know, these are all the entertainment files, and these are all the freebies, because now I've defaulted it. sort by relevance by newest free programs that are available, you know. So that's actually not bad. That's pretty nice. There's not a lot of guesswork here, you know. So they are trying to make things better and more reasonable for us, you know, and it takes time for people to accept and deal with new stuff, you know. And but I think we'll all have a much better time with the 8.1, and as the operating systems get better and more friendlier for Windows, you know, we're gonna start liking it more and more and more, and then the learning curves are gonna be shorter and shorter, you know. So, but anyways, guys, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. I probably missed a few things, I'm sure. You know, and if I can't answer it, it's because I haven't figured it out in this thing yet, but I figured out quite a bit in it, and I thought I'd, you know, share what I've discovered since going to the Windows 8.1. And so far I'm pretty overall I'm pretty happy with it, I'd say. And I'm definitely happy with the fact my pen's working better. You know, so, but I'm still not a pen person per se. But anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.